Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm Jasmine Rose.
And I'm Daryl Digital, and we are
Happy, healthy, wealthy. So, I have a special guest with me today. This is Mr. Man, and we decided to dress up for this special occasion here. I'm really excited to talk about this topic, and I'm sure Mr. Man is too.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, this is going to be the intro to many episodes on our Happy, Healthy, Wealthy channel.
Yes. I'll be sure to leave the links in the description box down below after this live. Please pardon. Still getting used to hosting these lives regularly, so please forgive me. But really quick, I guess I just want to talk about a couple things. You guys probably don't see the dress, but if you guys are wondering, this is from a brand called Lizzie the Label. It is a very beautiful flowy dress, and it just so happens to be white. So there you go. I'm wearing my favorite accessories from Gypsy by K Nature, and I got this iTouch wearables watch because I am being super conscious of my steps. Is there anything you want to mention?
Since we give a shout outs, I'm also wearing the Samsung Galaxy watch. Suit from Michael Kors.
So I always like to start off the lives asking you folks where you are all from, just so I get a sense of the demographics and things. And let me know if I am rambling, if I'm talking too fast. I am doing my best to take my time with speech, but just let us know where you are from, and we can get started with everything.
Yeah, happy, healthy, wealthy.
Yeah, so happy, healthy, wealthy. I guess we can talk more about happy, healthy, wealthy while folks are like sharing where they're from.
Okay. Yeah, so as everyone knows, this is your page. You pretty much talk to women and makeup tutorials, hair stuff, and things like that. Together, we'll talk more about, relationship-oriented things that we do together to stay happy, healthy, and wealthy. And hopefully some of those things can inspire you guys, and you can do the things we do, or even come up with suggestions for us, even maybe. So that's going to be the difference. And then on my own personal page, I'm going to be talking about cryptocurrency and other ways to establish intergenerational wealth and financial literacy.
Yes. So if you are interested in getting happy, healthy, and wealthy, definitely check out Happy, Healthy, Wealthy here on YouTube. I'll be sure to put the links in the description box, and I'll also put the links to Mr. Man's page in the description box. What's the name of your channel?
My channel is King Koopa 3030, and my IG is super.crypto.trillionaire.
Yes, super.crypto.trillionaire. Very specific name.
Absolutely.
We love to see it. But we got Georgia in the house.
Okay.
Missouri.
Shout out to ATL if you're in ATL. Oh, Ellenwood, Georgia. Okay.
Yes.
Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Atlanta is by way of Jersey in here.
Yes, Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Houston, Texas.
Long Island.
Yes,
and
Strong
South Florida.
Yeah, Strong Island in the house.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, so we might as well, you want to get started on the topic?
Yeah, let's get started on the topic.
All right, so we were trying to figure out different topics to talk about today. And one of the topics that we both wanted to talk about were the foundations of a healthy relationship. We have about five.
We got 5 foundations of a healthy relationship. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. So how are we going to do this? We're going to talk about each topic, go a little bit in depth.
Yeah, we're going to list here. This what we'll do. We'll list out the 5. Each one will go into a little bit of, explanation of each one. You know what I mean? That's all.
All right.
So number 1 is communication. And these I don't think we have a specific order for them.
It's 9 o'clock.
Yet all just important. Communication is first, though, because usually that's what happens first. You guys talk to one another and come up with reasons to be with one another, reasons to like one another. And I call that the vetting stage. Yeah. So that's when you establish your terms and conditions and decide if that's what you want to go along with, and you become transparent, honest with one another, and put it all out on the line like that.
Right. And I think it's important, especially like on first dates, like letting folks know what your intentions are, what you're looking for in a relationship.
Absolutely.
So that way everything is
no
clear.
Surprises.
Right. Clear as crystal.
Right.
From Jump Street.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about our communication, or are we good with?
I mean, you got something you want to say in regards to that?
Well, just that, I really like the way we communicate. Mr. Man is a very active listener, and he provides really good feedback, thoughtful insight. We have really great conversations, and
yeah,
and that's something I'm grateful for.
And you are very much proactive with things. When you learn new things or have a new perspective, you get right to it right away. So it's not something that you think about for a while or consider. You're proactive with those things, and I appreciate that because you get right to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to give them an example of how proactive?
Okay. Well, it's usually if I say something, you get right on it that same exact day, if not even in that same hour. So let me see a specific. Oh, the herbs you got from me for the very first time. I told you about certain herbs I couldn't find here, and she came through with a bunch of them, a bunch of mushrooms: turkey tail mushroom, lion's mane, reishi, shaga mushroom, and I was surprised because we had just talked about it. So
yeah, I just so happen to have my spot in the city where I get these special kind of herbs and mushrooms, and I figure, why not just take a trip out there and buy some herbs?
Right.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yes, indeed. But I actually remember, okay, this is one situation where I was proactive. This was like our first date, right? Our first date, I was wearing pants. And I know you mentioned how, you don't really like pants.
Not that I don't really like pants. You shall never wear pants.
Okay, I shall never wear pants.
Not with me.
Yeah, and I was a person who never really liked to wear skirts. And I only really like to wear skirts if I was with a man, right? Because just skirts just feel very I feel very vulnerable in a skirt sometimes. I don't know if any of you guys feel this way, but I kind of felt that way before. But the more I started wearing skirts, the more comfortable I became. And what helped me not feel as vulnerable wearing skirts is wearing longer skirts, flowy skirts, and things like that. So that way I don't gotta feel weird, What
was the proactive point?
The proactive point was now I wear skirts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I lose my train of thought. I just go into a story and I forget the whole point of the story was. Please forgive me. I'm still working on it. So yeah, communication.
Absolutely.
Being proactive, all that good jazz. So the second foundation of a healthy relationship is
cooperation. Yes. It's important that once you talk about the terms and conditions, and that you come to an agreement on terms and conditions, whether it be marriage, children, if casual, whatever it is, you guys make sure you guys are on the same page with that, and make sure you're cooperating with one another based on the things that you agreed on. So keeping your end of the bargain is the cooperation part. Yeah.
I'll share. Something in terms of cooperation that I do want to talk about is, in the past, I haven't always been cooperative. I'm just gonna be honest, keep it 100. I haven't always been cooperative, and I had to figure out why. And I think me going to therapy was such a great thing for me, because I kind of I'm unpacking that. And, every day I'm working on it, and I seem to be doing a good job. I feel like I'm doing a good job. Would you say I'm doing a good job? Okay, great.
So that can lead us to the prerequisite, actually, for relationships should be a clean bill of mental health. So before you can start to build a relationship or any type of foundation for a relationship, you have to come in with a clean bill of mental health. That means, taking time to yourself to, let the previous relationship dissolve, or, counseling for any type of personal issues, traumatic issues, whatever have you. Just coming in with a clean bill of mental health. That way, you're not coming in with any type of disagreeable or negative thoughts or ill faith and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. This is King Koopa, just for those wondering. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
King Koopa, aka Daryl Digital.
Yes, Ashe. You have many names.
That is true.
Many names. A man of many names.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You want to read the third one? The third foundation of a healthy relationship?
Submission/obedience. Now that one got an asterisk next to it because a lot of women like to think that submission is slavery. So you want to talk about that since you're the submissive one?
Yeah. So, in the past, when I thought of the word submission, I thought of someone who was less than, someone who was subpar human. Being in this relationship and taking on this submissive role has taught me that it's not about that. It's just about allowing someone to take the lead and being trustworthy enough, or being trusting enough to let someone else lead. I know for me, I don't like taking responsibility. I don't like taking the lead sometimes. It's too much responsibility. It's too much on me, and I can be very anxious and stressed out and things like that. And so it's just nice to just have someone take control, So that's what I have to say about that. Did you want to add anything?
Yes, submission is not slavery. Do you agree?
Right, I agree. Submission is not slavery, because submission is a choice.
Right.
And I chose to be submissive and allow him to.
Yeah, you asked for this. This is what you asked for, pretty much.
Yes. Ashe. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you want to talk about the word obedience a bit?
Obedience. I'm guessing it's from the root word obey. Right. So just basically listening to whatever the leader tells you to do. It's kind of like playing Simon Says, right?
But it's also a choice, though, too, right?
Right. It's absolutely a choice. Absolutely a choice. And I could leave at any time if I want to, but I'm perfectly fine right here with this man. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm straight. I'm straight.
Let's take a look, see if we get something. All right.
Okay, so someone thinks it's going to trigger some people. The I'm guessing the word submission and obedience, that whole topic is going to trigger some folks.
Yeah, I'm expecting that, though. We both are expecting that, because those are trigger words, and I figured why not talk about it, because we live it. At least for some people who live it, and people who may have an assumption of what it's like, at least we can get it from. You can get it from the horse's mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right. So number 4, the fourth foundation of a healthy relationship.
Discipline, which results in rewards and punishments.
Yeah.
Wow, that might be triggering too, huh?
Yeah, that might be triggering. Absolutely.
But it makes sense, though. Rewards and punishments. So like anything in life, you have to work for, and you only appreciate the things that you work for. And when you get the result of accomplishing something, it feels good. and you get a reward. So when in school, at first we were working for like gold stars, right? You're working for maybe allowance, um, maybe more game or TV time. You work and do things in order for yourself to be rewarded. Even with the gym, you work out and to, have the reward of being healthy, feeling like you've done a good job and seeing the results even in the mirror, right? So the same thing happens within relationships that it does within jobs and everywhere else in the world. Even when you play video games, you play and for points, which is a reward for the actions that you do. So we practice the same thing. We have a point system. So where certain actions or tasks are done, you're rewarded points. If those tasks aren't done, points are deducted. And with those points, you can pretty much trade them in for certain things that you want.
Right.
Like what? What are some things that you use your reward points for?
Well, one of the things that I have as an option is going to one of my favorite parks. There's like a beautiful floral park that I like to go to and do earthing, go barefoot on the grass. And there's so many roses and plants and energy. That place just brings me peace. And so that's one of the things that, one of the rewards that I like to have for when I, accomplish something or when I accrue a certain amount of points. That's definitely one thing. I don't remember the other things that I have on my list, but.
Okay. I got a question. So is the reward points like the discipline, the reward and punishment thing, is that encouraging or discouraging?
Well, for me, it's very encouraging. And I feel like it makes me a bit more disciplined. So the types of things you tell me to do on a daily basis, like drinking 2.7 liters of water. That's one of the things I have to do every day. Journaling every day. Reading every day. Doing certain things every day. I mean, of course, it's beneficial to me.
Absolutely.
Of course. And I don't think of them as punishments or anything disagreeable. Right. They're tasks. And that's something I really wanted to work on. I wanted to work on my consistency. That's something that I do lack, consistency, coming up with a routine. So having these tasks that I do every day is very beneficial. And one of the things that I love about doing these tasks is being able to see that streak. I like to keep a streak. I'm a very competitive person, even with myself. I try to be better than I was yesterday. And so I like seeing those streaks. And whenever I don't accomplish a task, I beat myself up about it. And I know I shouldn't take it so hard on myself, but I do. But it's still a beneficial thing. I think the rewards and punishment thing is a very beneficial thing. And it just keeps me disciplined.
Okay. I want to address something right here. Someone said, what are your thoughts on mutual obedience? Give and take from both parties. Do you believe that relationships should be more about balance than power? It's an interesting question. So first part, what are your thoughts on mutual obedience? Well, mutual obedience in our relationship, the dynamic of our relationship is I'm the lead and she follows. She submits, I dominate. That's just our dynamic. For other people, it may work other ways. I can't speak on that. This is what works best for us, though. So, I'm the head, I'm the lead. She likes that. That's what I like too. So that's why it makes it agreeable and balanced, because there's things that I do that she will never, and there's things that she does that I will never. So that's our balance right there. Give and take from both parties. Yeah, we do give and take in certain things, but it's never like exact same things. Like it's never a point where sometimes she takes out the trash and sometimes I do the dishes to switch it up. It's like I always take out the trash and she always does the dishes. That's just, how we got it going. Do you believe that relationships should be more about balance than power? I think when relationships come together, it is a balance. And I think it's up to each person within the relationship to decide what works for them, because what works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. So you got something you want to say in regards to that?
Let's see. No, I think you hit everything on the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
All right. The last foundation of a healthy relationship.
Number 5.
Yes.
Understanding and incorporating love languages.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is an important one right here.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So within the first part, communication, I think that's something that should be talked about too. What your love languages are,
Mm-hmm.
And what we did was we listed our love languages and put them in the order of importance.
Right.
Yeah.
I know for me, words of affirmation and acts of service are my top 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love getting acknowledged for the good things that I do, and I love it when someone helps me with something or does something for me, because it provides me with a sense of ease. It provides me with ease, and that makes my life easier and me less stressed out. So those are my top 2.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, and my top 2 are. Do you remember mine now? Because I would have said yours, but you said your own.
Oh, well, let's see if I remember. Just something I'm working on too, trying to remember things. Physical touch and acts of service.
You got it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Of course I did.
Yeah. Yeah, very well, very well.
Yes. But yeah, understanding and incorporating your love languages within the relationship. So, I mean, we do that for each other.
Absolutely.
And even when it comes to the words of affirmation, even just the things I do or the things I need to do on a daily basis, that in a way provides me with some sort of affirmation that I'm doing a good job. I hear it from Mr. Man all the time, and it motivates me to do better, to be better, and to continue being the best that I can be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can rock with that.
Cool.
So so we do got some extra goodies for the, we got more than 5, but we wanted to just down some of these chats.
Yeah. Oh, you want to address some of the chats?
Yeah, I mean.
All right. So.
Are there any super chats?
There's no super chats. Should I mention?
I mean, yeah, of course, you just did.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, super chats are
welcomed.
They're very welcomed. And plus, it is my solar return tomorrow. And, I'm just putting it out there. If you wanted to support your girl, I think that'd be great. That'd be a nice little birthday surprise.
So let's talk about that real quick.
Okay.
We did a few things for your birthday solar return already.
Yes.
So today's Monday, but we celebrated your solar return Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Want to talk a little bit about what we did?
Yes. So it's been quite rainy in the Northeast for some reason. I guess, Mother Nature's still trying to figure her stuff out, but we've still made the most of it. The first day, I believe Sir made me some, well, he has many names, so one of the names I call him is Sir. One of the things he made for me were snickerdoodles. He made me a whole bunch of snickerdoodles, including this one big snickerdoodle. I actually posted on my Instagram the snickerdoodles that he made for me. I love snickerdoodles. I love them. Mm-hmm. And he baked some for me, and they were absolutely delectable. We still have plenty of snickerdoodles. Not only that, he made me a chocolate cake with ice cream, because I've been wanting an ice cream cake. I kept saying, it'd be great. Oh, you got me ice cream cake. I just been, giving him the clues. Just been giving him the clues for ice cream cake. It's been great. But yesterday was very lovely. Yesterday we took a scenic drive.
Wait.
Oh.
Friday, Saturday, then Sunday.
So I know the snickerdoodles. I don't remember what we did on Saturday.
Saturday we stayed in because I cooked the cake. That's when I make the cake for you.
Oh, right. Actually, even before that, we went to dinner. You took me to dinner.
Right. Friday night was dinner.
Yeah. And that was lovely.
Okay. Where did we go for dinner?
Well, we went to this place called Anchor Spa. There's a place called Anchor Spa, Black owned, I believe. Well, co-Black owned, anyways.
Yeah. We're just gonna say Black owned because the face is a Black man's face, and the people working in there are Black. It's Caribbean, themed. Right. It's a Black owned spot.
Okay, we went to a Black owned spot.
They sell okra and collard greens. Black eyed peas is a Black owned spot.
Yeah. So yeah, we went to Anchor Spa, and we were, of course, dressed like this. The usual. We're usually dressed like this, But we didn't even get out the car before someone stopped just to compliment us. But I love those kinds of occurrences, because I love to dress up, and Mr. Man also loves to dress up, and I think we look great together, and
you betcha.
And everyone would agree. But yeah, it was a very lovely experience. Our dates are always nice.
Yeah, definitely.
I always enjoy dating.
Yeah. So what about Anchor Spa was good?
Well, I really liked the salad, surprisingly. I thought that was going to be the least favorite thing for me because Anchor Spa is not an all-vegan restaurant, so we didn't really have much options. But the chef, who was also the owner?
No, he's not the owner, but he's the chef. He's the main chef.
Okay, well, the main chef hooked it up for us and veganized the dishes for us. So that was very, very nice of him. I enjoyed it. What did you enjoy? What was your favorite?
I enjoyed just feeling comfortable in there. Sometimes, I like to go to Black-owned businesses. I like to share my money with Black people. Sometimes you never know what you're going to get from a Black-owned business. It could be kind of, hood.
Right.
Sometimes they're not as professional, but you take that chance. So what I liked about Anchor Spa was when I got in there, very professional, very home-like. Everyone felt like they could be my cousin or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just a good time. The scene was good. I speak to the chef every time I go in there, so we kind of build up a little bit of a repertoire. Mm-hmm. So he came out and spoke to us. I like chatting with him, and he came to make sure everything was good. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate things like that. I appreciate the good service. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So Saturday we stayed at home.
Stayed home.
Yeah, it was rainy.
We baked the cake.
Ice cream sandwich cake.
Made an ice cream sandwich cake.
Mm-hmm. And that was delicious. We still got plenty. We got plenty of snickerdoodles, plenty of chocolate ice cream cake. Mm. And then yesterday,
yeah,
we took a scenic drive up to Colchester, Connecticut. We went to this vegan winery.
Vegan solar powered vineyard.
Oh, right. They had the solar powers there. It was called Priam Vineyards.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we went for a wine tasting. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was both of our first times there. Yeah, it was a beautiful day. Everyone's outside, and when we first got there, it was a lot of people that didn't necessarily look like us.
You're right.
Yeah. Eventually, more people that looked like us came in, and that was cool. I enjoyed the number. Do you have a list of the ones we drank?
Yeah, I do have a list. Did you want to pull it up, or
what is it over here?
It's in the spot where we put all of our experiences, but
oh, okay. Let me see.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So we did. There's three levels of tasting. We did the third level, which is diamond level. We got 8 pre-selected wines, and me being the person I am, I didn't want the last 2 because I don't want red wine, so I had her swap out for some light wine, which she didn't give me a hard time with anyway, which I knew she would.
Right.
So the first wine was a German wine,
right,
and it's hard to pronounce, so we just call it "Girls Are Meaner." That's how she helped us to pronounce it the best way. Girls Are Meaner. What do you want to say about it? You want me to read?
No, we don't need to. I don't think we need to.
Good, no.
It was definitely one of the best. It wasn't as dry. It was slightly bubbly, right? What else did you like about it?
It was it had floral notes to it. It was just a crisp and refreshing palate. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And if you want to see the rest of the thing, we'll leave that somewhere else.
Yeah. We'll definitely leave the link to Priam Vineyards in the description box. I'm going to try to remember to put that.
And maybe we'll do a separate video of our list classifying
right
1 through 8
on Happy Healthy Wealthy.
On Happy Healthy Wealthy.
Someone wants to know, why are we dressed like this?
Because I don't want my best dressed day in the casket.
Listen, that's facts. That's it. There's your answer. Do you want to answer this question?
All right, let's see. What is it?
You want to answer?
Oh, we answered that in one of our things. You want
to? You could answer it.
Okay, so you got a chance to answer it without me on camera, so I can answer it both of us on camera.
Oh, should I go?
I'm just saying, no, you answered it on the Q&A by yourself. Now I can say something while we're both here. Okay.
Yeah.
So we met on a dating site called Hinge, which was interesting because you said you weren't necessarily looking for anyone right away.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for anyone at all. I was actually working, but I came across your profile, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to speak with you.
Yeah. I saw that he was vegan too, so I was like, you know what? Listen, it's that finding a vegan, finding someone else who's vegan is like finding a needle in a haystack.
A black vegan man.
Yeah.
It's rare, huh?
Yeah. But and when I was on Hinge, you're right, I wasn't really specific as to what I was looking for.
Right, you were saying, I think there was like options to put like something serious, something casual, friends, like that, right? And you had something casual.
No. I don't think
you had a bunch of different things. And one of them was something casual, right?
There was a prompt that said, "What are you looking for?" And I said, "Meaningful connections."
Was that what it was?
Yes. And then you were asking me, what does that mean? And I'm like, well, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I wasn't specific.
And right then and there, I told you have to be.
You sure did.
Yeah.
You sure did. So I became specific. And so there's the answer to that question. Thank you, Zoe. All right. Did you want to go on a quick intermission?
What's our timestamp?
We're at 44 right now, but
44s.
We could actually ask this question while we are in intermission.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So the question we want to ask you guys are...
Yeah, since we gave you our foundations, feel free to share yours. Maybe you share some of the same, but we like to know in the comment section.
Yeah, what are your foundations of a healthy relationship? Leave it in the comments or the live chat. And we will see you in like 2 minutes or something.
I want your body fresh out the shower. Let me rub you down. Get the incense and the candles, cause it's going down. And I got that Coltrane playing. Don't blow it now. Yeah, I see your crane, but it's no match for my Cobra style. Fair exchange, I pick her up, she hold me down. So we play fight and then we do the hokey pokey. Ow, we both got this thirst for love, I'm about to quench it now. With the bare essential, cell sauce and minerals. I want some more of your love and hope I ain't overdosing. Floating like I'm in the ocean, but you get the notion. Deck the bed with lavender and rose petals. Cause I don't want your heart heavier than most metals. Even though I'm from New Haven, the heart is the most ghetto. Still find divine ways of making her feel special. She's light as a feather, I'm stiff as a ball. We started on the bed, now she's climbing a wall.
They say Rome wasn't built in a day, but neither was your body, Mom tempted to say. I know I gotta leave, but I think I'ma stay. I got a thirst for love and won't budge till you bring it my way. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, but neither was your body, Mom tempted to say. I know I gotta leave, but I think I'ma stay. I got a thirst for love and won't budge till you bring it my way.
Oh, well. You want to start back up?
I never heard a hook. I'm sure my voice, my voice.
Oh, my bad. I was still trying to get used to this whole live situation.
Nah, she being funny.
My bad. So, we still haven't heard your responses yet for what are some of your foundations for a healthy relationship. But if you actually wanted to talk about the other
we got a couple
bonus,
extra ones. Yeah,
right?
For those who stayed this long, we actually have 2 more.
Right.
And one of the bonuses is playtime or sexy time, whatever you want to refer to it as. But it's the sexual interaction part, and it's very important. Not necessarily have to be the number one thing, but it's important to incorporate sex to your relationship.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So you want something you want to say about that particularly?
Just that it's an important part of a relationship. That's all I got.
Okay.
I have nothing insightful or thoughtful to add to that. But Romy actually has something that
Okay, let's check it out.
Wants to add. So she says, my foundations for a healthy relationship are definitely 1, communication, which is listening, understanding, and laughing on the same frequency. 2, compatibility, which is intimacy, personality, and financially.
Okay, that's it. Word, no doubt.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, feel free to keep on hitting us up. Everybody may have something different, so I'm interested to see. Definitely.
Yeah, those are really good things, especially the listening, the understanding, and the laughing. Yeah, that's something we definitely do every day.
Yeah, we definitely laugh a lot, for real. Okay.
Yes.
So sexy time, whatever's unique. Everyone has a unique way of expressing themselves intimately and romantically, but that should be, you should be open. You should be comfortable and trusting enough to have certain types of interactions with your person romantically. You may like things that they don't like, but you need to talk about that. You need to understand, what's the deal, because some people like myself can be a selfish lover, but we come to a balanced agreement on things, right?
Yeah, that's what cooperation is for, I suppose. Yeah, that's it. Sweetestz says, I believe honesty, communication, and humor / fun are all really important parts of a relationship.
Honesty, communication, and humor / fun. Oh yeah. See, we don't miss any of those aspects either. We definitely make sure we cracking up. We make jokes to one another. We don't prank each other and stuff like that. Like you might see people on TikTok, couples and things like that. We don't prank each other, but we definitely share a lot of laughs and we talk about a lot of things.
Yeah.
We'll sit and watch a movie and pause it like 5 times to break down the different aspects of what's being portrayed, and you know how it affects us, and how we personally would do things differently, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and sometimes we watch like YouTube videos on very polarizing topics, and we usually sit and talk about, you know, what we think about them and explain why, like try to defend our answers and stuff. And I really appreciate that about Mr. Man, because he really forces me to explain myself rather than just talk about what I feel. I should be talking about
What you know,
what I know,
or what you think.
what I know, what I think. That's important.
But it's also good to talk about your feelings too.
Yeah.
But not to get blindsided by your feelings. Because something we were talking about earlier was about, we were even thinking about titling the live something, or doing a topic in regards to making a permanent decision based on a temporary emotion.
Yes.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
You never make a permanent decision based on a temporary emotion.
Yeah. She also says, compassion and being submissive as a woman are important to me as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely agree with that.
Yes. Oh, Tab Vegan says, when in a relationship, how do you get your man to compromise? My man has an issue compromising the most simple things, and it ends up in an argument, and that brings out his bad attitude and character.
That's an excellent question.
Yeah, great question.
Well, you know, you got to talk to your man. It's about the communication thing, and if he's not willing to compromise, you have to let it be that way. You can't force something to be that it's not. So, and arguments and things like that, bad attitude, bad character, those may be signs that you guys may need to take a look at what's going on at a closer level. Maybe time for counseling, or maybe you guys may not be as compatible as you would like to be. So that's something to consider. You know, usually when it comes to, you know, our relationship, I lead. So the compromising, if what I say is usually based on logic. So I'm not going to do anything based on my own opinion or my own feelings, because that's not how work is done. So we're not going to do anything based on your feelings or your opinions either. We're going to do based on logic. And that's something that universally anyone, male or female, can agree on. So usually, you know, the male is the more logical one and the female is the more emotional one. So it depends on what the compromise is really on. If you're trying to lead a situation based on feelings and he's saying no, think logically about it, that may be the reason why you guys are arguing. Yeah, you got something you want to add?
Do I have something? Let's see. How do you get your man to compromise?
Well, I have a question though. What is it exactly that you want him to do though? You know, that's a question I guess would be important to know though. What is it exactly you want him to compromise on?
Right.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. Because if it's just about, I mean, I don't want to give examples, but I would need to know exactly what is it that you want him to do that he doesn't want to do. And if he just doesn't feel comfortable with doing that, you probably shouldn't push the point. You know, don't make him think twice about why he said no about it. You know, kind of just respect the fact that he said no. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great point. Romy wanted to add some more stuff. They say, I want to add that trust is also very important. Like trusting that our partner will always do what's best for our relationship, even if we're not physically in the same room.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we practice trust as well.
Yes.
Everything we do is to strengthen our bond, our security, and our trust in one another. So that's definitely, you know, and that leads on to our number 7 is taking walks together.
Yeah.
Sounds very simple, yet, you know, when people walk together, it gives a chance for the man to lead and for the woman to follow physically, actually, not just hypothetically, metaphorically, theoretically. It's for, you know, go on a hiking trail and the man can point out certain things and he can lead the way. you know, and it's a way for the woman to allow herself to be vulnerable and for her to put her trust in her man, and he can show his leadership skills. He can show his trustworthiness, you know, his protection skills, his provision skills, you know, and that's what we do. We love to go out in nature. We go on hikes. We walk the beach. We walk through forests. We walk through state parks, you know, just regular walking and hiking trails.
Right.
Yeah. So walking is our number 7.
Right. I really do enjoy our walks, and you were first person I went on a hike with, and I didn't know how or like how to go where we were going, and then you showed me the colors on the trees and stuff.
Right.
And while I did let you lead and stuff, there were some instances where you kind of gave me pop quizzes. Okay, like where are we going next? Because it kind of forced me to pay attention, because majority of the time I'm just like following his footsteps. I'm not really looking around, but it forced me to be more conscious of my surroundings, be more present. And it's been very helpful. And going on hikes is one of my favorite things now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Zoe has another thing she wants to add. I have to be intellectually stimulated as well. I like conversation and learning new things. Yes.
Definitely.
That's always good. I'm always learning new things with you.
Yeah. And that's another thing that we practice too, is like when I speak, it's a chance for me to teach. And it's a chance for you to learn and listen. So we practice that too, actively listening and strengthening our skills and our roles. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
I'm sure. So feel free to add what you think your foundations are for a healthy relationship in the comment section. And I guess if you want to take another intermission, we could do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you wanted to add something before we go.
No, we could do another intermission and give them some time to leave in the chat what their, you know, foundations are. Or even if you guys got any particular questions, maybe it's something that we said that you want, you know, us to elaborate on, or you want to add to, you know, leave in the comment section. We can address those.
Right.
You know, super chats are much appreciated and
Yes.
prioritized.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So we will be right back after this short intermission.
That's a good one.
So
Let's check the comments.
And we're back. The link to the new YouTube channel, yes, I will be sure to put that in the description box after the end of this video. My apologies, I haven't gotten anything together. Please pardon me. So, did you want to talk about anything else?
We hit off the 5 main ones. We gave them the 2 additional ones. I mean, we can talk about our next video.
Okay.
Talk about our next video, which is, what's the question at?
Oh, the question. Which question?
Should mother and wife be synonymous?
Did you wanted to talk about that next?
Hey,
okay.
Not here, but I mean on the next live.
Okay,
that could be if the audience.
If you would talk about that in today's live?
No, not today's live, but the next live stream.
Is there anything you wanted to talk about in today's live?
No, I'm open to answer any questions in regards to what was just mentioned now.
Right. So
but nothing else I want to add to that. So.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the live chat. We are just sitting around now. I mean, we talked about all the things we needed to talk about. And, oh, it came on?
A little bit.
Yeah. Oh.
Such a good girl, right? She does my time.
Ooh, great questions. Let's take Tov's question first. She says, I want him to be able to lead, but in the right way. I feel like he doesn't listen to when I have opinions. He just does what he thinks is best without consulting me.
That's kind of like what men do, though. Men don't really want your opinion. You know that, right?
Well, only if you ask for it, but...
Only if I ask for it, and also when it's in an area of your expertise.
Okay, right.
So if it's something that you're more, familiar with, more knowledgeable on, have more wisdom, then it would be foolish to not take your advice or opinion on those things. Yeah, if you're, like I said earlier, if your opinion comes from just emotion, then it's hard for men to, there's no foundation to emotion because emotions are fleeting. Your emotions never stay the same for a consistent amount of time. Logic stays the same. So if you're not using logic, that's probably why he doesn't want to do that. And also, you can't force him to lead the right way. A man leads how he wants to lead. If you don't like the way he leads, then don't follow him. You know what I mean? That's really what it is right there. You can't force something that isn't there. If you don't like the way he leads, it sucks to say, but that may not be the person for you, because right away, me and Jasmine, we have what I like to call an extreme compatibility. It's very rare to be compatible the way we have our compatibilities. And the way I lead, she just fell right into place. She didn't really ask me to compromise much things. She just figured out how the best way for her to fit in. And it's been working for us, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hopefully that answered the question, Tav. All right, so Sign or Sine Nano says, what are the signs of a controlling partner, like red flags?
When your stomach drop.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. But certain things just your stomach will tell you. Your stomach is like your first brain at times.
Okay.
I mean?
Yes. I heard that.
So sometimes you just get a bad feeling in your stomach, and that would be a red flag. But it goes back to what I said earlier too. It's just certain things that it just feels right. You kind of just fall into it, and but that's why it's important to talk, communication, independent, set out terms and conditions, asking questions, being as transparent as possible, and sharing what your end goal may be. You know what I mean? Why did this turn to New York City outside? Goodness, So what would you say are red flags?
Signs of a controlling partner.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know because I haven't experienced that.
Can you guys hear the horns outside? Just curious.
Word.
Okay, let's check this one here.
Oh, you want? Okay.
Okay.
Should I read it?
Yes.
A man should care about a woman's opinion. If you don't want to take someone else's opinion, maybe you shouldn't have a partner at all.
Yes, excellent. I definitely agree. That's a great point. And we aren't a partnership. So I think for partnerships, that would be interesting, but we already established what we need and want from one another, and that's what we're working on. Like we said earlier, what works for us may not work for everyone else. And also I mentioned Jasmine's opinion is usually based on things that she's knowledgeable on. So when it comes to cameras, videography, editing, certain lighting, certain postures, things like that, I'm never going to not take her advice or listen to her opinion on those things, ever. I'll be foolish not to take her advice. When she says that this is something I need, we got to do it like this, or I'm not going to play, oh, I'm the man, so I'm going to say what happens instead, even though I have no idea what I'm talking about. I would never do that. That's stupid. So in that regards, I'll always listen to her opinion, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, also, if there's something that she notices that I may have missed, and she tell me, and if she has some helpful tips for me, I'm open to those as well, you know? So it's not like she can't speak or speak her mind, yet, you know, she knows when and how and where it's necessary.
Right.
So.
Okay. Did you want me to? Well, Deborah says signs of a controlling partner can be subtle and build over time, like isolation, gaslighting, etc.
Yeah, that's true. Signs of a controlling partner can be subtle and build over time. I agree.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
Should I?
Yeah, let's see what we got.
This one. Okay, but what if she has a bad feeling about something that she isn't skilled at? A bad feeling about something that she isn't skilled at? Well, I guess I would communicate that to you first. Like, even though I don't know what this is, I still feel uncomfortable with the thing, and I tell you about it, and I guess either you'll reassure me or
yeah, we'll take action towards that. So yeah, in that case, I wouldn't dismiss her opinion. If say we're going to, I don't know, maybe it's going to the vineyard, and for some reason when we were addressed by the patron, by the waitress or the bartender or whatever was going on, say for some reason you had a bad feeling about this, and you're just like, I don't know, something don't feel right. I got a bad feeling in my stomach. I think maybe we should leave. I would consider that. I would consider that because I'm like, maybe she picked up on something that I just didn't, because I know that a woman's intuition, you know, is helpful and useful. So if you picked up on something, if you really had a sincere feeling in your stomach that wasn't good, I'll listen to that for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like at the vineyard, we both kind of had a feeling where we did not feel like part of the demographic, if you catch my drift.
Oh, we weren't.
Yeah, we weren't. Yeah, we were actually the only Black people for a while at the vineyard.
Yeah.
But then a couple of Black people started trickling in, and it, you know, kind of helped ease the feelings in the stomach.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, so this is a great question from Zoe. So when meeting a new person, what questions do you think people should be asking each other?
Oh, awesome. Great question. Great question. You want to start first?
Well, I guess the first question I would ask when meeting a new person that I'd be interested in pursuing a relationship with is what are you looking for?
Yeah,
What
what are
is
your
your
intentions?
what are your
Right.
intentions? What are your end goals? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Mhm.
number one question to ask someone is hey, I'm looking for this. Are you looking for the same?
Right.
Yeah, it's like, so when we started talking, we let it be known what it was that we're looking for. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I asked if she was looking to, if she was dating with the intentions of something long term, something serious and committed with, marriage, overall being the goal. Was that what her mind was in, But you have to say that, because if people don't know what you're looking for, you can't expect them to just read your mind or to just be, marriage minded just because you're dating,
Right.
So definitely ask about what their end goal is, for sure.
Right.
Ask them.
Yeah, that's a great question. Is there another question you would ask?
Um, well, some questions I would like to ask is, I would like to ask about, it's a little different from men to women because,
Right.
I'm big on the idea that relationships are to be taken as serious as jobs.
Hmm.
And that the man, in his traditional role as the leader, he's the boss. So it's pretty much he's interviewing you for the position of wife. I mean, he is the one that's going to provide for everything, give you the marriage, the ring, and you know everything and everything like that. So he needs to make sure that he's planting his seed in good soil. He's making a good decision. So I would ask about previous relationships. How long ago was your previous relationship? When was your longest relationship? Why it ended? Things like that is important. So for a woman to a man, though, maybe you can add another question because I'm pretty sure she's dealing with the opposite sex, right?
Right. So, what questions should people be asking each other? What other questions should people be asking each other? I think an important question to ask is just about family. Like what's your relationship with your family? I think that's a good way to get a sense of you know, who they are, what they may be lacking. Is that the wrong word to say? I don't know, but talk about ask about family relationships. Talk about causes that are important to that person. Ask about those types of things. See where you guys have a commonality. See where your values align. I think it's important to have similar values.
Yeah, I think those things come along after the initial questions of, because a man wants to know first and foremost what your intentions are. He wants to know how serious he can take you, right? And then once it's decided that you guys can be serious, and then it will lead to more what you're saying.
Oh, more of those other questions.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What else we got here?
Okay. Well, this person says, I want to understand what's one's happiness have to do with the other person. I'm married and now separated and never relied on my ex for happiness or to love me.
Oh, that's amazing. I like that name too. Asar Amen. Word. That's dope. That's dope. I like that. Well, thanks for the question, Asar. So yeah, happiness is a thing that's done by yourself. People can make you laugh and you can share happiness, but you shouldn't rely on someone else to make you happy. Because if you rely on someone else to make you happy, what if they choose never to make you happy? You know what I mean? So you have to be responsible for your own happiness. So us personally, Jasmine has things that she does. I have things that I do, and we have things that we do together. So, and we're constantly joking and laughing about a bunch of stuff. We wake up being silly. So laughter is a big thing for us. We can definitely be very, very silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're very witty. Yes, you're very witty. Great question.
Oh wait, hold up. Before those, because at the end she said, I never relied on my ex for happiness or to love me.
It's 10 o'clock.
And that's interesting too, because for her to say that, it's like she never relied on happiness or for him to love me. So she pretty much, I'm assuming, relied on other things like security, provision, protection, priesthood, those other P's that men do. And he probably was expecting respect from her, because usually men, not too big on love necessarily. I don't really care about love in the beginning. I know that love can and will come eventually, but more importantly, respect is important for me. So for my woman to say that she respects me means more to me than for her to say that she loves me.
I respect you.
I know you do.
All right. Deborah asks some really cool questions. Oh, my face is really loud.
Okay.
Questions to ask early on. Oh, well, these are questions to ask your potential person. What are your core values? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you want to have kids in the future? And what makes you happy that doesn't cost money? Listen, that's great.
Yeah, some good stuff.
Those some great questions. All right. If you guys have any more relationship questions or needing relationship advice, feel free to ask away. Are you enjoying yourself, Mr. Man?
I'm definitely enjoying myself. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, indeed, I am.
Awesome, my lady.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks for the questions, definitely.
Yes. So let me see. You can scroll to see if I missed anything.
Absolutely.
And I will try to add.
Don't worry, I'll be hosting on Happy, Healthy, Wealthy.
Yes, he will. Just trying to link the new channel, Happy, Healthy, Wealthy, to the description box of this video. So just give me a second. And if you have additional questions, like I said, feel free to leave it in the live chat.
I just wanted to highlight this comment right there.
Oh, thank you, Tav. Greatly appreciate it.
Emerson says, I love you guys. Word, we appreciate that. The love is reciprocated.
Ashe.
Reflected.
Ashe.
We got Deborah Mitchell. I look forward to your new channel. Yes, and we look forward to having you there. We look forward to presenting you guys with practical things to do, within your relationship. And even for those who aren't in a relationship, we'll have some things for you to do. Jazz will talk to the ladies directly. I'll talk to the fellas directly, and together we'll talk to the couples. And yeah, it'll be a good time for sure.
Yes.
And we'll talk about some of the yogic practices we do.
Oh, yes.
Breathing exercises and things like that.
What's that one you had me do today?
We did some Waheguru Kundalini yoga today.
That was a pickle, huh?
Yeah, we had to clear our arc line from past karma.
So we had to do Waheguru, 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 Wahegio.
Yes.
Yeah. Just wash it away.
Yeah, we did that for about 12 minutes.
Janessa asks, in a new relationship after being single for years, we seem to bump heads over the simplest stuff sometimes. Tips on improving communication?
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm curious to know what are the simplest things, though. But to improve communication is to not wait until, days or a lot of time has passed before bringing things up that are important to you. It's important to bring it up immediately. So with communication, if something happens today, you should talk about it before going to bed. That's my suggestion on that. And always ask questions. Ask questions. Ask more than enough questions, and talk about those things. So, you have something you want to add to that?
Let me see. Tips on improving communication. Sometimes what I find is when I'm trying to communicate what I'm trying to say, it's not coming out the way that I envisioned in my head. So maybe writing it down, and then writing it down so that way there's just even more clarification and that sort of thing. I just think that, like, even me right now just trying to come up with the words can be quite challenging. So
yeah, that brings up a good point, because with our communication, because we are really big on communication, is we have a thing that if there's something that Jasmine isn't able to articulate to me verbally, or even face to face, that she writes it in her journal, and that way she can express herself and not feel judged or critiqued, and take her time to really let it out what it is that she feels, and in a way of writing. That way I can read it and I can take it in, and I can respond in a way that's more comfortable and suitable for both of our needs, so she's not feeling, judgmental or put on the spot or anxious, because sometimes it's something that you may want to say, you don't know how to say it, and you don't want to have any type of conflict between one another. So you can write it. So that's a good way to increase communication. Writing things in a journal, certain things that you want to say that you can't say verbally, write it to them.
Ashe.
Thanks for the super chat.
Yes, thank you so much, Lorraine, for the super chat. Writing is something that I've been doing since I was a kid. I love doing stream of consciousness writing. There's no judgment. It's just freedom. There's no pressure to have everything grammatically correct, although I know it's important to have it grammatically correct. So, I try my best to read it back, proofread, and things like that. But thank you so much, Lorraine, for the super chat. Super chats are welcome. And it is my birthday tomorrow, so
hey.
Okay.
Let's see, what's this one say?
Oh, Deborah says, listening skills are important. I had an issue with interrupting a lot, but working on that helped so much. Yes. I was talking to you about this the other day too. I can sometimes interrupt when you are speaking, and I know that's not the best thing to do. So,
but it's not bad though.
It's not bad.
No, the times that you interrupted, usually when we're doing our podcast thing, and we can come across some really polarizing topics, or sometimes you have a striking thought, and we're pretty much just talking, just going. So sometimes you will jump in, and I will be actually finishing at that time. Even if I'm not fully finished, I'll let you go in, because at that moment it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you've never done that when I'm telling you something. You always listen, you know what I'm saying? But when we're having those type of discussions, I expect that, but you're mindful of it. So it's not ever disrespectful.
Right.
So
I just know that sometimes when you are talking and there's something that you say that kind of sparks the question, that's why I interrupt, because I have a tendency to forget the question once you're done talking. So
and we came up with a solution for that today.
The Otter app or the voice recordings. Right. So yeah, problem solved.
There you go.
But thank you for this, Deborah. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that is pretty much it. We've been on here for an hour and close to 30 minutes. There's quite a bit of folks here now. If you have any sort of relationship questions or you need advice, let us know. We'll be on here for like 6 more minutes, and then we are out.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And I made sure to link Happy, Healthy, Wealthy onto the live chat, as well as in the description box as well. I will put it again in the live chat for you guys if you wanted to subscribe. But stay tuned for some amazing content over there.
Yeah, definitely. Get a chance to see some of the places that we visit, some of the parks and forests and things like that. Yeah. Get a chance to see the yogic stuff firsthand, pranayama. And then we're actually going to have a Patreon.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have some more in-depth conversations, more detailed. This is pretty much our public, but we're going to have a premiere section as well.
Yes. Yeah, where we talk about things that are probably not best suited for YouTube.
Yeah, it can get a bit raw, but it's still going to be in regards to happiness, healthiness, and wealthiness.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So any fellas that's tuning in right now, definitely hit up my Instagram page, super.crypto.trillionaire, if you want to talk digital assets.
Yes, digital assets. Thank you for the super chat, Deborah.
Yeah, Ashe.
Yes, thank you. Let's see. So, I mean, I feel like I'm looking at the foundations here that we talked about.
Okay.
Yeah, so everyone's saying that you are so mature. Everyone wants to, someone asked, you are so mature, Mr. Man. How old are you, if you don't mind? And what is your occupation?
Okay.
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Oh, yeah, of course. So. Yeah, I know. So, I'm ageless.
We love that.
You know, Prince said, and I'll never forget, Prince said he stopped celebrating birthdays because, you know, why count how old are you getting? Just stop celebrating birthdays and you stop aging.
Awesome.
So I like to say I'm ageless, you know.
Well, I'm ageless too.
We're ageless. So that's my age. And my occupation is I'm a gig economist. So I work in the gig economy, and primarily I'm a brand ambassador. I work, you know, I do promotion for a lot of household brands. We actually are working with Dave. We're going to do the Dave Chappelle show in Foxwood Casino, Connecticut. End of this month, we'll be working 4 days with a company called Yonder, and also in connection with Dave Chappelle. And actually, this coming weekend, this Saturday, we'll be working the Tribeca Film Festival, also with a company called Yonder. So yeah, that's what we do. I'm a gig economist, primarily working with promotion for brands.
And I'm a YouTuber / content creator / photographer / videographer / editor /
Yeah.
I'm a woman with many hats.
You don't wear hats. Many bonnets.
Oh.
You don't even wear bonnets.
Mr. Man, listen. I love it. Okay. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Oh. Okay, here we go. There's something about looking into each other's eyes that binds y'all together. I can see it. Question: has religion ever been an issue for you guys? My ex was a Jesus fanatic, and I'm a man.
All right, hold on. Let's take a second to eye gaze. Still about 17 seconds. Okay. Yeah. So eye gazing is definitely something that we do often anyhow, but I'm glad you noticed and pick up on that. Religion, no. Religion has never been an issue for us. We don't practice any particular religion. We do we do acknowledge our ancestors.
Absolutely.
We do acknowledge that there is a creator of creation. There's a, source, so have you. Some people may refer to that thing as God, but we identify it the way we identify it, but we don't follow any particular religion, so to say.
Right. Yeah. We're very spiritual. And we always give grace, or we always say a prayer before we eat.
Yeah.
But it's nothing super religious or anything like that.
Yeah, we just give gratitude, and we, set intentions into the food.
Right.
So we program the food to heal us, to allow us to connect with the ancestors, and things of that nature. So,
Right.
yeah.
Gratitude is the attitude.
Gratitude is the attitude.
Yes. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Zoe. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, people are laughing at your bonnet comment. That is hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, the bonnet thing been getting a lot of hot fire.
Yeah.
People talking about that bonnet and dressing and stuff. That's a hot topic. Maybe we should talk about that soon too, because what do you guys think? You guys want to hear more about dressing in public and maybe things that are acceptable, unacceptable? I'm curious to know what everyone else out there thinks too, because I come across a lot of people who say dress however you want, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? And my stance is that dress how you want to be addressed. So that's how I stand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely. Meaning that if you are, you gave this perfect example the other day about like someone wearing a police uniform,
right,
but not actually a police officer, right? Someone asking for help, they're expecting to get help from that police officer, but they're just saying, "Oh no, this is just what I decided to wear today."
right.
And
someone would say that, well, people don't wear police outfits as a fashion thing. And my question is, well, who's wearing bonnets as a fashion thing? You know what I mean?
Right.
And also, sometimes it's not even necessarily about fashion. It's just about what you want to wear. So if you take it away from the police uniform, and if I go outside sagging my pants and wearing a do-rag, people aren't necessarily going to take me to be a professional. So I can't expect or even demand the level of respect I would have if I were to wear a suit, because people can't address you other than how you are dressed. So that's the reason why you dress nice for dates, for interviews, for weddings, and things that are important to you. You dress up. You don't go out and say, I'm gonna wear whatever I want because it's a free country. Hey, you can, but technically, when something's important to you, you make sure to dress your best.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because people do judge.
Humans judge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you dress like a prostitute, how am I supposed to know that you're not?
Mm. That's facts.
Yeah.
All right. Should we answer this question?
Sure.
All right.
Answer anything you want to answer. Let's get it.
Okay. Nurse Sin says, do you all want children or any pets?
Is that for us or the chat?
That's a good question.
Well, we can answer that too, though.
Sure.
Yeah, so we don't necessarily subscribe to pets, but we do. We have talked about the idea of having a family dog or something like that.
Right.
Like if we rescued a dog, or got one from a shelter,
Mm-hmm.
For that reason to have with the children and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we do, agree to that. But we don't have pets right now. We have plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made me a plant mom.
Well, you a plant papa.
She made me a plant mom. She, as a plant mom, made me a plant papa. Yeah. So I never really thought about pets like that. But I won't be opposed to having a family dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I originally wanted to get a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the process of like adopting and things, but once I met you, I realized that I didn't want to just adopt the cat and just leave it at home alone. It wouldn't be fair to the cat. And I also, a part of me is like, let a cat be a cat, let a dog be a dog. They're supposed to be free, you know, and
Not necessarily though.
not necessarily, especially
No.
if they're domesticated.
Well, humans created the dog in all the various breeds, and we've domesticated the cat and dog. So it's pretty much they can survive in the wild, but not how they would if they were actually from the wild. If that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So they are pretty much dependent on us in modern times.
Right.
But I like big dogs.
I like big dogs too.
Like the Cane Corso.
I like Dobermans.
Cane Corso, Bull Mastiff. Those are my type of dogs right there.
I think pits are sweet.
Imagine if we had a silverback gorilla living in the backyard.
Oh my goodness. He would eat all of my veggies, or she would eat all of my veggies and all the fruits I'm growing.
Well, we do have to consider that when we growing stuff, that there may be deer and gophers or chipmunks or something that may come eat some of the plants.
Yeah. Think about that. We need to get a donkey.
Oh, to protect the...
Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah. I used to have bunny rabbits, but...
Every black girl first pet was a bunny rabbit. Most kids, I think.
My mom got me a bunny rabbit for the first time when I was 7, and I've just been having bunny rabbits ever since. It's just the life that chose me.
Would you like a bunny rabbit at this day?
Well, no, because you know I'm traveling all the time. They're social creatures.
All animals need it.
They're not like cats that are like okay with being alone all the time. You know.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that is all. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
Show this one.
Oh, sure. Oh, yes. I love Jasmine, too. I first saw her on a poster at Ulta while in Virginia. Yes, I was part of an Ulta beauty campaign back in 2018. Definitely one of the biggest campaigns I've ever done in my entire life. You know, it was a nationwide. So far. Ashe, yeah, we gotta leave room for other opportunities. Right. Yeah, because there will be.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Opportunities come to me easily and frequently.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Okay. I think that is all. It is 10:22, and I don't see any other questions or comments, unless that last question or the question. Have you heard about the
cicadas?
I don't know what that is.
Cicadas? You mean the you talking about the June bugs?
June bug. What's that?
Are those the animals that make the loud noise in the summertime? Is that what you're talking about?
I gotta look it up.
They make that weird rattling noise in the trees. That's what I'm thinking about. I may be wrong, but let me know in the chat. Cicadas. Are those also known as June bugs?
Oh. These are insects.
Yeah.
This is... Oh. What? Oh. That don't look... I don't like it.
It's moving. You can view it in 3D.
I'm not interested in that.
All right. So y'all New Yorkers, for real, cicadas are big now. People are freaking out. Huh. So they are June bugs, and now they're getting bigger? My 4-year-old is next to me. Yeah, June bugs and cicadas. I know what you're talking about. So they're bigger now, you're saying?
They come out every 15 years. Oh, this one.
Yeah,
okay.
It's moving.
No.
That's the Google, the 3D Google option. So you can look at an image now and Google, and they have the 3D option. So that's what freaked her out. She saw the cicada moving on screen.
So hopefully cicadas are not going to be on our hikes. What do? Do they hurt people?
I don't think they hurt people. They just make a lot of noise.
A guy crashed into a pole and blamed it on the cicada. Is that big?
I mean, I don't usually see them like that. Not up here. We live in the north, so they may be more prevalent in the south. They were in her car. Where do you live? Where's she from?
I don't know. Virginia, I think.
Yeah, in the south it might be more common. Maryland. They don't hurt you, see? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So it was definitely fun. Definitely. Looking forward to having everyone over at Happy Healthy Wealthy.
Yes, I share.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's been about an hour and 40 minutes. We're gonna wrap things up now. Yeah, feel free to check out the page Happy Healthy Wealthy. Yeah, there's gonna be original music. So a lot of practical things.
Right.
That you can do with your partner, or if you're looking for a partner, if you're single, whatever, there'll be things to do that can help you stay happy, healthy, and wealthy. So we will be talking about what we do to stay happy,
healthy,
things that we do to stay healthy, and things that we do to, keep wealth coming in. And then hopefully you can share techniques and skills and stuff like that with us, and we can, get that back and forth going.
And maybe in the future, sometime in the future, maybe we'll do some like couples meetups and things like that. I think that would be fun.
Couples retreats and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you for the early birthday wishes. Hopefully you enjoyed Mr. Man coming on the chat with me. It was really great having him here. The discourse, the conversation is more natural to me this way. It's really weird for me to just talk to a camera by myself with really no interaction. So it was really nice having you here. So
yeah, it's always a pleasure.
Yes. Yeah. And it's my birthday tomorrow, and if you want to wish your girl a happy birthday, super chats are welcome.
Super chat, Cash App, PayPal.
I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. You just find me underneath. But let me take this off real quick. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. And let us know if you want to see Mr. Man back here on this page. Let us know what kind of topics you want us to discuss next. Do you want us to talk about bonnets? Do you want us to talk about like relationships? Do you want us to talk about?
But it has to be separate from what we're talking about on Happy Healthy Wealthy.
Right.
So the things for Happy Healthy Wealthy will be on Happy Healthy Wealthy. But whenever you want to see a guest appearance from me on this page, it'll be a different topic.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And for my page, there's going to be something different too. I'm going to be talking about moolah, currency, more particularly cryptocurrency on my page. And I'll have some manly things too, as far as like, suits, and got some footage of, me at the barbershop and, things like that. And, something to inspire the men, keep it classy.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely been a pleasure. And may the ancestors, the agreeable ones anyway, forever work in your favor, guiding your footsteps, your thoughts, your heart, and may you be able to find the red flags sooner than later. All right? Ashe.
Ashe.